This is Joe Polizzi, and welcome to another episode of Content Inc. I was on Sean Talbot's podcast last week. It'll be out in a couple weeks, and he was asking me about creators with the low barriers to entry for content creation today, that you really need just a phone to build an audience. How do we break through all that content clutter? Sure, your tilt, your differentiation, absolutely. But my answer was something around outlasting everyone else. Just keep going. Make pivots and changes when you need, but just don't stop. Every business, even a content business, takes about 3 years plus to see any kind of success. And so often we content creators forget that. We think, hey, immediate success, go viral on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. Now, in that vein, this week marks a milestone that I honestly can't quite believe. It's the 500th episode of This Old Marketing with Robert Rose. 500 weeks of sitting down, recording, publishing, and showing up for our audience. We began in November of 2013. I took a brief sabbatical in 2018, totally my fault. I took the whole year off, and Robert wasn't all that happy about it. And since then, we've been going strong every week since 2019. When I think about what got us here, it boils down to a few big lessons that I want to share with you. Lessons any creator can use, whether you're publishing a newsletter, a podcast, a YouTube series, or something else entirely. The first, consistency is everything. Robert and I made a commitment early on. Every week, no matter what, we publish. No skip weeks, no excuses. Even when life threw curveballs, travel, illness, family, we made it happen. That consistency built trust. Our audience knows they can rely on us, and when you're building a business on content, that trust is priceless. Second, the power of partnership. Robert and I have different perspectives, to say the least, different strengths, and that tension is what makes the show work. The partnership keeps it fresh, keeps it fun, and honestly keeps me accountable. For creators, sometimes the smartest move is to find a collaborator who can balance you out. Honestly, we're pretty goofy when we get together, and some people thankfully appreciate that. Third, community comes before content. Yes, we cover content marketing news and trends. We are now the longest running marketing news podcast on the planet, unless someone shows us differently. But our listeners stick around for more than that. They come for the inside jokes, the rants and raves, the Apple will buy Disney, and they will someday. I'm still sticking to it. The relationship we built over time. That's a reminder that it's not just about delivering information, it's about creating connection. And finally, evolution with a steady premise. Marketing has changed dramatically since we started. We've gone from content marketing being the new big thing to creator economy growth to AI changing the landscape. Now, through it all, our premise has stayed solid: deliver smart, entertaining takes on the business of marketing. And that anchor allows us to evolve without losing our identity. So here's the takeaway. Whether you're at episode 5 or issue 50 of your newsletter, think long term. Don't measure in weeks. Measure in years, and in our case, decades. That's how you build something that lasts, something people count on, and something that ultimately pays off. I'm grateful to Robert for being the best co-pilot I could ask for, and grateful to our community for sticking with us all these years. Now, if you want to check out our 500th episode of This Old Marketing, it's a very special episode. We got a lot of cameos in there. Head over and give it a listen at thisoldmarketing.com, or better yet, This Old Marketing on YouTube, where we're really focusing our attention, and it's honestly starting to pay off. If you want more ideas about how to play the long game, grab a copy of my new book, Burn the Playbook, because consistency is one of those rules that makes creators unstoppable. I'm Joe Polizzi. Until next week, keep building.